from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. It's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. They go play action with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call. Had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Dancing to his left, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Steelers 3. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 82 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Chase Claypool. Incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Quick slant to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
somewhere
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
back at the 31-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. And his kick is good. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens add on.
Lining up for the extra point.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jordan Brooks make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Stepping now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Roethlisberger on the keeper.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 8 yards on the facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Completion here to Claypool. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action. It's Jackson. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson being chased out left. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
And right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we send you down, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Steps away to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Joe Hayden.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, that was dangerous.
It's now second and 10.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jordan Brooks in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Now Ben on third and long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Brooks in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
For Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked real. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Here's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. But it's going to be 2nd down. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Roethlisberger will throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Makes the score. Ravens 60.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
26-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Now Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Boswell for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Buying time to his left. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Off the play fake. Jackson dancing to his left. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab, and the Ravens add on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And 10.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen. And
this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Ebron's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed kick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Patrick Queen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Patrick Queen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second, under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Patrick Queen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Brooks, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Eric Ebron.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Off play action. Jackson steps away to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson will throw again. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson buying time to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson dancing to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Patrick Queen, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.